I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters are here, and they're about to get it on at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape, and it's Patrick the Patriot Roll, who's 6'1" tall and weighs. Patrick the Patriot. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend.
This bout.
What a pleasure to be. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Good-looking jab. Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And that could be the beginning of the end for Roco. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, Patrick Roco right now stumbling around. And down goes Patrick Roco. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Roco in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Patrick Roco seeing cobwebs. He couldn't take anymore, and down goes the Patriot. I gotta take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Beautiful counter shot. They drop their guard, they get caught. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Good counter punching. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of deep. Did you see that? Oh, Patrick Roco right now stumbling around. Big shot, and Roco has to go down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
you saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world Terrence Dalton Thunder Smith. And of course, these athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. And he scores with the counter. That jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Dalton Smith just took a big shot, and Thunder Smith goes down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Dalton Smith on his way out, it seems. He couldn't take anymore, and down goes Dalton Smith. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I've got to say...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know that.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Smith in that last round. His legs are... And there's the bell for round 2. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
This is taking boxing back to its roots outside where you've got the crowd there. You can hear everything You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Looking to land the hook. Hook misses. A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They got out of the way of that right hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You know the scorecards are going to be all... Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talk about Smith in that last round.
Come on, switch it off.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. The jab just got blocked. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with that left hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Oh my word, Dalton Smith, look out! What a shot, and Smith couldn't take it. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You are ready.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Smith in that last round. You got to wonder. Here we go to the 4th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with the right hook. The jab misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last. Time for the 5th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
His stamina is off the charts. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They both want the knockout. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got a box.
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
So it's onward and upward. What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the... It's Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer, one of the great... Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the great...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
In the red corner, an open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
No doubt about it. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Nice counter. Open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a...
Don't worry about all that.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. They exchange punches. Nice punch. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Davis with the jab. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Just got rocked in a big way. Talk about winning that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up.
You've got to take that confidence away.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice counter shot. Just misses with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good punch. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
A shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
There can only be... It's Carl the Jackal Frampton, fighting out of Belfast, the first boxer ever from Northern Ireland to have held world titles in 2 different weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's one of my...
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Couldn't land that jab. Nope, that jab not going to score. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice idea, and that hook lands. Big hooks upstairs. So close with that uppercut. Misses with the straight left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every...
There's the bell for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Ooh, that uppercut had to hurt. Counter punch caught him clean. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's... So let's see what... And here we see Jesse Rodriguez. This... So much... And there's the bell for round 1. There's a scoring straight left. Back and forth they go. How about that time counter shot? What a pleasure it is to be here and hold it right there. This is not where Price wants to be. And that'll do it. Price is down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Even I've got it. 1,
they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change?
Whoa, Johnny! Oh, and Price just took a big one. Price crashes to the canvas. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Look at
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Oh, Price has got to navigate his way out of this. Let's talk about Price in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Not where Price wants to be. How did they not go down? Hold it right there. Oh, and Price couldn't take anymore. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after...
Close the door.
And here we... And... Terry.
This bout is...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is it.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Again, downstairs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He blocks that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage. There's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Swing and a miss with the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. Talk about a one-side. There's the bell for round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook won't score. Missing with the left hook. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You'd like to see more jabs. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on this. There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down big time on the score. There's the bell to start round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good counter punching. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
perfect counter lands. Which fighter will say no mas? That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch. Missed with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. And a round that seemed like... This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. His stamina is off the charts. There's a counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Missing with the hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the... There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That counter punch caught him clean. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. That jab doesn't find a home. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Counter shot lands. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here. And we enter the 8th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That hook doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. Back and forth they go. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Whoa! Lights out! It's over! This fight is done! And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed. Not many people would have predicted.